The PlayStation 5 is going to be my last PlayStation console. That's it. From this point on, this will be my last console. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how much business sense this might make. I don't care about the time of this or that or, oh my God, it's been a year. I don't give a fuck. What I give a fuck about is exclusivity. Listen, it is what it is. This will be my last PlayStation. Thank you, Herman Souls. Thank you, Hiroki Totoki. Thank you all for fucking up the brand. Well done. Fuck off.
What's up, everybody? This is the Book of X, and Sony have sent the Twitter streets into absolute meltdown with a job posting that was discovered on a Friday night that really highlights the shift in strategy of Sony going forward and proving that the decisions that Xbox made turns out they were right all along and ahead of the curve. Now, I recently posted a video where I highlighted that I thought the walled gardens of Sony were coming down after the Helldivers 2 reveal, coming to Xbox on, I believe, 26th of August. Well, the latest that's come out from this is that a job posting was found online for a senior director of multi-platform and account management based in San Mateo in California. Specifically, the overview highlights that they will be playing a critical leadership role in shaping and executing the global commercial strategy of PlayStation Studio software titles across all digital platforms beyond PlayStation hardware, including Steam, Epic Games Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. This role is accountable for optimizing titles, profitability, ensuring cross-functional alignment, and leading a high-performing team focused on multi-platform expansion, mid-range commercial planning, and platform partner management. Now, of course, what we can read into this is quite simply that they're expanding the reach of their games. It's not just Helldivers 2 as an anomaly. There are more games going to go not just to PC. They've specifically name-dropped Xbox in there and Nintendo. I'm sure both have different target audiences, but specifically on the Xbox front, this really does open the doors to a whole host of not just multiplayer but single-player games coming to the platform. We've seen some total meltdowns online. People I'll share some of the tweets I'm seeing here, but some people claim that they're going to completely exit the PlayStation ecosystem entirely and go towards Nintendo. You have others who are crying, saying, why would you do this? Why would you go to Xbox? Completely overlooking the strategy in there that they're stating it's not just an Xbox shift, it's a full multi-platform shift. You've got people saying, oh, I'm done with this, I'm going towards PC. There's all sorts of crying going on, but simply because the arrogance up until this stage was them thinking that Xbox's moves were being done entirely because it was dying, when that is not the reality. As was recently highlighted by Matt Piscatella, people are buying hardware these days not based on what the games are that are on there in the form of, like, it can play God of War, it can play Halo, it can play Gears of War and so on. No, they're buying it because of the ecosystem itself, based on where their friends are playing. And I can attest to this through my own family. They're not buying into Xbox and PlayStation because of the types of games. They're buying into the Xbox and PlayStation because of where their friends are at. So this is simply a strategy whereby these platforms are now developers are now shifting towards, well, where can we meet the players at, as opposed to trying to entice the players over, because part of a cut of profits is better than no cut of profits. Well, when we look at sort of what we have coming up in the form of PlayStation coming over, we've already heard the rumours that Lego Horizon is essentially completed and is ready to come to Xbox. We already know that Marathon is in development for Xbox. But this changes things now into, is Spider-Man going to come across? Are we going to see Last of Us? Are we going to see Uncharted? And on and on and on. There are plenty of franchises that make perfect sense to come towards Xbox simply because of what PlayStation's goals are with them. First up, we've got Spider-Man. Spider-Man with the Disney royalties makes sense for them to make some additional money by sharing out because it's a worldwide IP. Likewise with the Last of Us series, Last of Us has become a big TV hit. PlayStation have been sort of milking that franchise like a cash cow by re-releasing The Last of Us and The Last of Us 2 in all sorts of iterations, and most recently a new format of playing through the game in chronological order. Well, if they want to make more money, just launch on Xbox, because guaranteed that franchise will shift a couple of million of units on each part on the console. But that's where we are at the moment. It's a big development here. No game announcements, but sort of a clear push of the strategy that Xbox and PlayStation are now following onto Xbox are going down. So that going down in the future, I would argue the checkmate move that Xbox pulled on this was by going towards a future whereby Steam was going to be integrated into the console. It's probably put a realization check in PlayStation of the console war is over. It's all about platform war now. So if they're going to play our games through Steam, why not get them to why not sort of do deals and sell it to them directly on the Xbox platform, because they may actually get a better deal out of it by negotiating directly with Xbox as opposed to going through the Steam store. But what are your thoughts on all this news, guys? Pretty major drop from PlayStation on a Friday night. I've really enjoyed reading the online socials this weekend because it's been some hilarious moments, and the opening clip I had here was not from this weekend. It comes from Helldivers 2 release, but it really highlights the sort of the sadness and angriness of those fanboys on the PlayStation side of this, because they simply thought they were untouchable and that this could not happen to them. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video today, please do hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the other side.